We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Oh, able to avoid him. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw is Milton. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Jets.
On first down, it's Blue. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try and run again with Blue. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown. Jaden Blue, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by their new quarterback, first-year signal caller out of South Carolina.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, shifts past him. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Jets offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's in the midst of a very solid season, currently second in the NFL in passing yards. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or second seed come playoff time.
Fourth down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he has made his presence felt in the ground game already in this first quarter. They might very well lean on him the rest of the way. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and 8 yards to go.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start the drive with a give to Blue. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go again with Blue. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Milton. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now he'll take this and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Up the middle, H.M. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
By Joey Bosa.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Now back to throw. They set up the screen. H.N. has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Milton now to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. From the 33, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a carry for Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They need two. Here's third down. Milton. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. Jaden Blue with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count, if you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth, it's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Dolphins first down.
They go play action here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now H.N. on first and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line.
And the Dolphins first down.
They'll set up to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll look to throw again. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good for the Dolphins. First down.
Big chance. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
H.N. once more. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now
They'll go with the keeper. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So that if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, They want to keep going, but what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Milton. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Jets.
On the draw, here's Blue. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
That's another Brooklyn first down.
And he's going to use his legs here. And he slides to avoid the hit. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Jets, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They go with Blue between the tackles. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This is 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
Here's Milton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mitchell. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And the Jets, first down.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Jets. Now the try here for the extra point.
The kicker on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Jets, 21.
So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Brian Robinson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. Here's a 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 34 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and long. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll dump this off to Achane. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Another Dolphins first down.
Back to throw. Lots of screen. Achane hit and the ball is out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports Halftime Report starts now. Here's Scott Hanson. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. H.M. is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to have the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And the drive finished off with a touchdown run from Devon Achane. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week 2nd in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Milton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 14.
McKinnon here, it's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw is Milton. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Milton now to throw. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet, but not a whole lot of space down at the 30.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Dolphins' 30.
Milton. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18.
First down. A gain of 12.
They go draw here. Blue.
First down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Milton underneath to Allen. Here is 3rd down and 4. Looking to throw. Milton. That is caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First down. 1st and goal, Jets.
Operating from the gun, Milton to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. From 3 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Devon Achane of the offense ready to go once again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And the Dolphins, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. 2nd and 14. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Number 86.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
9-yard line. A gain of 4.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Taking the sideline grin as well. Now a shotgun handoff, Blue. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Operating from the gun, Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
1st and 10.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Pushes him over. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's another Brooklyn 1st down. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Milton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And a strong run there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Robinson on the tackle.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. It's a quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
A gain of 1. It's 4th down.
They run for it. Here's Blue. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jaden Blue, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll go with the keeper. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Achane. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
The tackle made at the
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
A loss of 3. It's 3rd.
They'll look to throw. Oh, that is incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing is Milton. This complete to Mitchell. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Milton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st. Off-play action. Milton. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Blue. And he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Gain on the play. Brooklyn. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Jeremy Ruckert, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Dolphins now down by 7, 2:12 to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
He's back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run Achane. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. He'll look to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devon Achane. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Another go-around now for the Jets offense. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if you look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Back to throw. Milton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Here's 1st and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Milton. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
Miami set to take over. They are already in field goal range. Let's see how they want to play this, Charles.
And I have a feeling I know how they want to play this already. Run the football to the hash mark that works best for their kicker. They already have the field goal unit lined up, ready to run out there and go get it done. They practice this. They understand the situation. And with that amount of time, they can do it.
Let's see how they carry it over into the game.
No gain on the play.
And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. This to almost certainly win the football game. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. That is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So the Jets won the toss. They'll get the first shot at finding a winner as we are back underway here in overtime. There's the stiff arm. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Looking to put a drive together. The drive starts with a run by Blue. Up past the 30, second down coming up. We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. From the gun on third down, Milton. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
A gain of 6. And a Portland first down.
Off the play fake, Milton. He'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. Shreds the tackle. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here's second and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Milton, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's third down and 7 yards.
Operating from the gun, Milton. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now fourth down and 1.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs. This game's over.
And the Dolphins getting set to go here. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
first and 10 at the 38-yard
They'll
line.
set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. A great game, partner. Spectacular finish. They needed at least a field goal to keep the game alive. They do one better. They get in the end zone and end it.
And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. That type of a game takes it all out of us as well, not just the guys on the field. What a tremendous finish, and as you noted, were they going to go and try and get three and keep the game going? And that wasn't good enough for them. They got the touchdown, and that's why we're able to say goodbye.
So for Miami,